Hello, let us start questions on engineering mechanics from afternoon session. Two questions have come, both on vibrations. The first question over here, very simple, direct formula based question. The question says a prismatic fixed beam modeled with a total lumped mass of 10 kg as a single degree of freedom system is shown in the figure. Okay. If the flexural stiffness of the beam is 4 pi square kilonewton per meter, its natural frequency of vibration in hertz in integers in the flexural mode will be equal to how much? Let us look at the given data. Whenever these kind of direct questions appear, I always appreciate you to start with given data. The given data over here is, first of all, the mass is given as 10 kg. Mass is given as 10 kg. And the value of K, that is stiffness, is given as 4 pi square kilonewton. Yeah, it is given in kilonewton per meter. Kilonewton per meter. So this is supposed to be equal to 4000 pi square Newton per meter. Now he's asking you the value of natural frequency. Natural frequency is equal to how much? Very simple question. Natural frequency, if you remember, it is equal to 1 by 2 pi root over of K by M. Direct formula, is it not? So if I apply this particular formula, this is basically omega n divided by 2 pi, is it not? So I have over here 1 by 2 pi root over of K is going to be equal to 4000 pi square divided by mass is equal to 10. Mass is equal to 10. Now you don't even need a calculator for solving this thing. Numbers are very simple. You can cancel off a 0 and 0 over here. The square root of 400 happens to be 20. The square root of pi square is equal to pi. So therefore this is equal to 20 pi divided by 2 pi. Can't get any simpler. The value of Fn therefore happens to be equal to 10 hertz or 10 cycles per second. Very simple question. The answer therefore is supposed to be 10. Okay. Let us move further to the next question now. The next question over here has a long data. It says a single story building model is shown in the figure. Let me show you the figure. The figure stands something like this. You are having 3 columns over here. This is a building model you are having. Okay. The rigid bar of mass m is supported by 3 massless elastic columns. Massless, very important. Otherwise the solution should differ. Massless elastic column whose ends are fixed against rotation. For each of the column, the applied lateral force P corresponding moment are also in the figure. The lateral deflection delta is given by delta is equal to PL cube upon 12 EI, where L is the effective length of the column, E the Young's modulus of the elasticity, and I the area moment of inertia of the column cross section with respect to its neutral axis. Fine, delta is given to you. Let me mention the value of delta over here. It is given by PL cube upon 12 EI. This is the value of delta given. For the lateral deflection profile of the columns as shown in the figure, the natural frequency of the system for horizontal oscillation is equal to how much? So basically he is asking you the value of omega n over here is equal to how much? The value of omega n is equal to how much? Fine. Let us do one thing. Let us start first of all with a single column. We'll talk about a single column first of all. Okay, delta is given to me. I'm again mentioning the value of delta. Delta is given to me as PL cube upon 12 EI. This is the value of delta given to me. I know the value of stiffness is supposed to be equal to P upon delta. If it is equal to P upon delta, I'm supposed to have the stiffness of a single column is supposed to be equal to 12 EI upon L cube. 12 EI upon L cube. This is the value of stiffness of a single column. Now I have three such columns in parallel. So we know that whenever we have parallel connection, the effective stiffness, okay, I hope you know series and parallel over here. In the case of parallel, it is supposed to add up as it is. In the case of series, you're supposed to have 1 by k effective plus 1 by k is equal to 1 by k plus 1 by k and so on. Over here, it is going to be k plus k plus k, since all of them are identical. Now, if I push in these values, I'm supposed to have 36 EI divided by L cube. This is the value of K effective I'm having. Now I need the value of omega n. The value of omega n over here is supposed to be equal to how much? The value of omega n is equal to root over of K effective divided by mass. It is supposed to be equal to K effective divided by mass. Let us put in the numbers now. This is equal to root over of K effective is 36 EI by L cube, and mass also appears over here. Mass also appears over here. So if I bring 36 out and L out, I'm going to have over here 6 by L root over of EI by ML. Let us see where we have this answer. Fine, if you put L inside, you're still supposed to get this answer. Option A would be correct. Let us say I leave L inside. If I leave L inside, one moment please. If I leave L inside, I'm going to have ml cube over here. So 6 root over of EI upon ml cube radian per second. You see, he has given me the answer in radian per second. Therefore, I'm going for omega n over here, right? If you would give me the answer in terms of hertz, then I have to go for omega n by 2 pi. I hope all of you remember those things. Okay? So the answer over here is 6 root over of EI upon ml cube, which is option A. Thank you.